Okay, good Thursday evening or night, Jet fans. It's almost 11 o'clock, it's about 10 to 11. Week 6 of the NFL has kicked off with the Giants in in Foxborough playing the Patriots. As I'm speaking to you, they're reviewing right now a fumble return that could possibly be a touchdown. Daniel Jones actually just threw his whole body into the defender to knock him out of bounds. Um, and Daniel Jones, we don't need you to do that because it would have been. It could be first and goal from the 2 or it's a touchdown. I mean, there's no need. But so they went to commercial for the review. It's 21-14 Patriots. Of course, they're knocking on the door now. First half, um, Giants scored on a strip sack of Tom Brady and on a Daniel Jones touchdown. Tom Brady also scored a touchdown by sneaking it, and there was also a blocked punt. I don't know how they got 21 points. I just saw 2 out of the 3 touchdowns for the Patriots. They also missed a field goal. The wind is now up there is crazy. There was some rain earlier. There's a nor'easter going up the East Coast. I think that they're being affected by. So that's where we are. That's week 6 is underway, and now we have a slate of games coming up on Sunday. First game on the agenda is in London. Panthers at Bucks. Bucks are the home team. I'm not a Todd Bowles fan. I do know he calls a good defense. I don't think the Panthers are that much of a powerhouse. I think the Bucks win this game, even though in London and them being the home team, they're supposed to be favorite, and they're not. They're actually underdogs. Nobody's a home team here, so it's a neutral site. I think the Bucks win. Whether Cam Newton plays or not, I'm not sure, but I don't think that makes a difference. Um, the Chiefs and Texans. Going to be a nice matchup. It's in Arrowhead in Kansas City. The Chiefs play extremely tough there. I think they win. They beat the Texans. Um, their Chiefs are 5.5-point favorites. I don't know if they cover, but I think they definitely win. Um, let's see. Rams and 49ers. Now the 49ers had a great game on Monday night. They played the Browns, and I'll get into that in a few minutes. Uh, I think the Rams have a good team as well. Of course, they're defending NFC champs. They are home. They're favored by 3.5. So again, there's a pick'em game from the experts. Um, I think the Rams outshoot the 49ers. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think in the end, the Rams win. Um, but don't count out the 49ers because their defense is ridiculous. And that was a touchdown by the defense on the Patriots. So they're going to be, it's 27-0, 27-14 right now. And they're lining up to do the extra point. And let's see how we go. Mike Nugent, and he hits it. So 28-14. So that 17-point spread, a 16.5-point spread, is now down to 2.5. But my daughter has the Patriot defense in our fantasy league, and they're racking up points for her. All right, so the 49ers hosted the Browns on Monday night. Baker Mayfield and the Browns have been talking a lot. The offseason, even last year they started. And, they beat the Jets on Monday night in a game that was very close for most of the game with a Jets third-string quarterback in there. The Jet defense played well. And then Beckham just blew the game open, and, towards the end. Beckham was held to very little on Monday night. Mayfield was knocked around, sacked, turned over, and just beat up. Very low QBR, and I think it humbled him a little bit. They're hosting the Seahawks this week. Now, Seahawks, flying cross country, they're only going maybe halfway the country, 3/4 across the country. The Browns are tough at home. They have the dog pound and whatnot, but I think the Seahawks, Pete Carroll, Russell Wilson outplay the Browns. I do think Cleveland keeps this close most of the game, maybe even into the third quarter, late in the third quarter, and then they do something that gives up the game. Whether it's an interception by Mayfield or a strip sack by Mayfield on Mayfield. I think the Seahawks win. Excuse me. There are 4 winless teams in the NFL right now. The Bengals are 0-5 to play the Ravens. I think they go to 0-6. They're in Baltimore. The Redskins host. The Redskins go to Miami to play the Dolphins. Redskins are 3.5-point favorites over the Dolphins. So again, it's a pick 'em. I think the Redskins beat the Dolphins, and not because the Redskins are such a great team or a better team. The Dolphins are just that bad right now. They have no identity whatsoever. The Redskins also just fired their coach and brought in an interim head coach, and I think that kind of lights the fire underneath them a little bit. I just see the Redskins winning it again. I'm hoping the Redskins win because you want the Dolphins to lose. You want all the AFC teams to lose. So when you have an NFC team play an AFC team, you're rooting for that NFC team because you want that loss, and you know there won't be any AFC win, if that makes sense. And it's just little things to look for just to help the Jets out. But the Jets need to win. They're 0-4. They're home. They're getting 7.5 points, and they're playing the Cowboys. Now, the Cowboys played Sunday night, and they got beat up. They did not look good at all. I believe they played the Saints. I'd be lying if I told you I'm definite, but they did not play well at all. They played the Saints or Green Bay. I can't remember. The Cowboys were one of the favorites to go far into the playoffs. They have a nice young quarterback, I believe third or fourth year in the league. They have the nice running back. They have some receivers. They got a good defense. But are they paper champions? I mean, right now, you got the Giants who are 2-3, the Redskins 0-5, the Eagles 3-2, and now the Cowboys 3-2. So you got to think, unless the Giants go on a run, Cowboys and the Eagles are going to win this division. And it looks like the Giants are going to go 2-4 tonight. So the Cowboys and the Eagles, the NFC East, that's the division. Do the Cowboys have enough power to win the division? I don't know. The Cowboys have enough power to beat the Jets? I think so. Let's start off by saying that Sam Darnold has been cleared. Tuesday he was cleared, and it was announced he's going to start. In typical Jet fan luck, fashion, history, whatever you want to call it, Chris Herndon, the tight end, who has nice hands and is a great weapon for Sam Darnold and the Jet offense, was suspended the first 4 games. He reported back to the team, and I believe running sprints in Monday's practice pulled a hamstring, so he's out. Right now, I think he's day-to-day, but he is definitely out for Sunday. So Sam comes back, but he's missing one of the targets that he's very comfortable with. Demaryius Thomas is a little dinged up as well. Again, thank you, Bill Belichick. I don't know why we do any business with them, trade-wise. So you gotta think it's going to be Robbie Anderson and Crowder, and of course Le'Veon Bell on the ground. I still would try to mix in Bilal Powell as much as you could. The Jets have been forcing Le'Veon Bell in this offense, and the offensive line has not been able to open up any holes for him. Hopefully it comes to fruition this week. Also, Gase, now you're 0-4. You've been without your quarterback since week 1, game ended. Been out of really every game he played, typically in the second half. And he's cracking jokes, and he basically said, he told Sam, don't worry, you're not going to go out there and get killed. For Sam's sake, for the team's future's sake, I hope that this offensive line plays up to potential. I do know Sam can make plays with his legs. I do know Sam could extend plays. I do know Sam has pocket presence more than Luke Falk. But you can't have your quarterback back there getting hit, especially coming off an illness that he had. And I cannot reiterate enough how long it takes to come back from this illness. His spleen had to be back to normal size. Physically, he has to be ready. Mentally, he has to be ready. I hope he knows what he's doing. He seems like a confident kid. And of course, we're pulling for him not only for this game and this season, but for the future, for this team, for this organization. C.J. Mosley has not practiced. I'm thinking it's a full-blown tear in his groin. They keep saying a sprain. Um, I don't know. Also, Adam Gase today was saying about Leonard Williams that he's playing well and he's doing what they're asking him to do and he's getting double teamed. And listen, what players have done in a game, I forgot what stat they gave, but what players have done in a game has exceeded what he's done in a season. I don't think he has any sacks. I don't think he has any forced fumbles. I don't know how many plays he's defended on, but he's not getting in. He's not having pressure. To me, he is a below average player right now where we picked him very high in the draft. Is he traded before the deadline? I don't know. Um, Twitter was trashing Adam Gase, saying how, giving Leo excuses. Listen, what does he come out there and say? That he's not playing up to potential? He's not playing well? You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that in your press conference. You're not going to say that and get him, knocked down even more. The thing is, Leonard Williams needs to step up. He needs to play better. He should be, as far as the front part of that defense, he should be the leader there. Okay? He's not leading. He's supposed to be to the defensive line what Jamal Adams is to the defensive backs, to the backfield. He's supposed to be a leader, and he's just not pulling it off. So we'll see, if he gets some pressure this week on Prescott and see if he can make some plays because they need everybody. They really do. 5.5 minutes left. Edelman, which I can't stand, the little lumberjack-looking guy, giving lip after he just took a big shot from the Giant defense. But it looks like the Patriots are going to go to 6-0. And let's face it, they probably win this division in like 4 weeks, they win this division. Because nobody seems to be, well, I won't say nobody, the Bills are behind them, but nobody seems to be really, give them trouble. So, what do you look for Sunday? Well, obviously, you're looking for a win. You're hoping for a win. Sam is not the answer to everything, but Sam will add maybe more confidence in this offense. Maybe Sam adds a different dimension. Well, it definitely adds a different dimension. Like I said, he can do it with his legs. He's a smarter quarterback. He's used to starting games. So Sam does add something to his offense. I think Robbie Anderson will get more balls thrown to him this week. I think they go downfield a little bit more. I think Bell will excel. Will exceed 100 yards on the ground this week. And I think if he does that, I think they win. The Jet defense needs to really play though. There are some players on that offense for the Dallas Cowboys that are stars, that are studs. Jet defense needs to keep the first of all, the Jet defense needs to play with a lead. The Jets need to play with a lead. Even though a lead doesn't really guarantee anything, they still need to play with a lead. And if they're not playing with a lead, they need to keep it close where it's a one-score game and maybe Sam can pull something off. You want to think that first game Sam was really sick. Usually mono could last at least a month. It's in your system at least a month, knocking you out, if not 2 to 3 months. So if he was cleared this week with his spleen and he was cleared last week for light workouts, he was cleared just, week 5. That means week 1, he might have been a month into his mono, which is the peak of this sickness, of this ailment. And that's why, in the heat, getting hit, maybe he couldn't pull anything off. I mean, he had balls batted down. He had passes, that were underthrown, overthrown. But again, he made that play on that 2-point conversion with his legs to find Le'Veon in the back of the end zone. So I'm going to chalk it up that he was sick. He's back now. I'm thinking physically, maybe not 100%, but he's as close as we're going to get to 100% at the moment. And it's a game now you got to win. I know I said that last week. The Bills game, I felt they had to win because I didn't think they were going to beat New England. You know, when they lost the Bills game, they had to win the Brown game, and they lost. And then you knew New England, they weren't going to win, and they got destroyed. And then you figure after the bye, you know, the Eagles they never beat, and the whole thing. So you're looking at 0-5 or 0-4. They got to beat the Cowboys. And they've beaten the Cowboys the last 2 times they played them. If you go back to 2011, Sunday night, September 11, 2011, 10-year anniversary of the 9/11 terrorist attacks, the Jets hosted the Cowboys. Excuse me, they were down 14 points in the fourth quarter. They had a blocked punt for a touchdown. I believe, if I remember watching some highlights earlier, Sanchez hit, I can't think of his name, number 17 for a touchdown. And then Romo threw an interception to Revis. Revis brought it back close to field goal range, and just hit a field goal to end the game, basically. I think it was like 59 seconds left. And then 5 years ago, 2015 season, or 4 years ago, they're at Dallas. Dallas, it was without Romo. They had some backup quarterbacks and all that. But the Jet defense really played well. Fitzpatrick played well in that game. And, you know, they had some turnovers, had some sacks, and the Jets wound up winning on a field goal again late in the game. So, you know, they're 2-0 the last 2 times they played. They won in Dallas, won in MetLife. So, listen, the Jets have to win this game. I think they go out there, and I think, you know, first of all, it's going to be Cowboy Nation. I can tell already there's going to be a lot of Cowboy fans there. There usually is Cowboy fans. A lot of Cowboy fans have a good following. And they have not even a good following from Dallas. They have fans all around the country, around the world. So, you know, I'm thinking 45, 50% Cowboy fans, if not more, because of the value of the ticket. In my heart, I want to say Jets win 24-17. In my head, thinking about, you know, what the Cowboys can bring to the table. They have some injuries. What the Jets are bringing to the table, and they also have the injuries, of course, with Mosley. Jets win 20-19. Once again, you know, check us out on our website, www.nyjetstories.com, www.nyjetstories.com. At Twitter, our Twitter handle is at nyjetstories. On Facebook, NYJet Stories is our Facebook page. Patriots are up 34-14 with 3:49 remaining. Giants go to 2-4. Patriots going to 6-0. Also, in sports tonight, Houston Astros have beaten the Tampa Bay Rays in Game 5, and they will host the Yankees Saturday night ALCS. So the Final Four in Major League Baseball, and I got my Yankee shirt on today, just you know, just to wear it today. I wear my Jet colors every other day, but I put on my Yankee colors because I have the ALCS coming up. It is the St. Louis Cardinals facing the Washington Nationals. So those are the Final Four. Go Yankees. And again, let's go Jets. I hope they get some players back before Sunday. But right now, I think the Cowboys are going to be looking for blood. They lost the last 2. They need to keep up with the Eagles, who are 3-2. But I honestly think the Jets can steal this game because Prescott and I can't think of the other guy's name, can make mistakes. They can be rattled. They can make mistakes. So go Jets, and let's hope my recap video is one speaking about a win this time. Have a good night, guys. Talk soon. And again, give me your comments. Give me your thoughts. While you're a Jet fan, what were you doing first time you watched them, game day rituals, and whatnot. Have a good night. Talk to you soon.